What is up, YouTube? I'm Blitz5, and I got some awesome Call of Duty World War II gameplay for you guys today. Cut down the video to make this a little bit quicker, and also this is post the Division overhaul update, so we're rocking the new divisions. In this particular gameplay, I am using the PPSH with a silencer, rapid fire, and the long barrel. The silencer actually diminishes some of the range, which in turn reduces damage on the gun, so using the extended barrel kind of offsets that a little bit. But as my buddy number 2 pencil told me, he's the numbers guy, that you still get like a net loss of like something like 7% range or something like that. But if you don't have extended barrels, the silencer takes away about 30% of your range. I'm sure he will clarify down in the comments that there's some extra or some reduction in benefits as well, but that's the gist of it. And on top of that, I'm using the Resistance division, which has been updated. Still pretty much the same here, but I'm just going to read through it and put it on the screen so you guys are aware of the current update with the Resistance. And if you missed my previous video, or the fact that Call of Duty World War II had a division update, basically all the divisions have changed slightly. They've been tweaked, and some things have been added and dropped from the divisions. So for the Resistance class, we have Minimap Indicator and Scramble of Close Hostiles. That's always been there. Enemy movements are easier to hear. I feel like that's one of the new ones. Kills and assists grant intel ping of nearby enemies. And then we have easier to spot targets and increased minimap coverage. So those are the 4 current perks of the division class Resistance as of April 2018. Who knows if this will change again. So yeah, I think that does it for my class. Oh, and one of the main reasons why I'm making the video is the basic training Clandestine. So this is one of the new basic trainings in the game along with Blitzkrieg. And this is really interesting, a little bit redundant with the Resistance class, but what Clandestine does is when you kill an enemy and run over their body, they almost leave like a little package on the ground. And when you run over the body, it sends off a ping. So not only now when you kill, so with Resistance, you're getting, when you get a kill or an assist, you get a ping from their body. And now when you run over someone's body, you get an additional ping. And then on top of that, with Resistance, when someone is close to you, the proximity, on the mini map, there's like a red indicator in the direction of how close that person is, or in the direction of where that person is when they are close to you. And so it's a little bit redundant because you're getting a lot of different pings, but I just felt like putting them together would be interesting because you're constantly just getting pings from killing people, getting assists, running over the bodies, and they're happening at different times. And you're always aware of when there's people around you. So when you're playing on a small map like this, on Point 2 Hawk, is that what this map is called? It's been a while since I've played Call of Duty. Then it's really beneficial because there's constantly going to be people around you, and you're always aware of where they are to some extent. And on top of that, also a little bit redundant to be using a silencer with Resistance because when you're nearby to people, it's going to scramble their radar and they know you're nearby. But the fact that your radar's already scrambled, they're not going to be able to see you, where you're shooting from, and then enemies that are like a mid to long range from you aren't going to be able to see you on the minimap. This is basically just like an overall redundant class to finding out where people are and staying off the radar when you're shooting your gun. Obviously, you're not going to be hit into UAV or anything like that because we're not using the mountain class. So as you can see, this class setup is working pretty well for me right now. I have 17 kills while I'm on the way to getting my V2 rocket, going for a V2 rocket this game. I actually have 2 more kills than this in game because I had the Predator strike, and I think I had one off the next round. So I actually have a couple more kills than this in the actual game, but the gun kill count is 21 and quickly going up. I had to cut through the match here because there were some times when I was getting a little bit nervous. I hadn't played Call of Duty since early February, and this is like my first game back. Didn't expect to be doing this well, and then I pop off the nuke. As we can hear, I put this annoying spaceship sound in, but just to identify it. But the funniest part here is that I didn't know I had a V2 rocket. I thought I had earned another Predator missile. I know it's not called a Predator missile, but that's what it is. And so I was like freaking out here. I'm like, oh my God, we're running out of time. My buddies are asking me, where's the V2 rocket? Did you get it yet? All this stuff. And then, oh yeah, it's called the glide bomb. And I'm like, oh, I gotta have a glide bomb ready. I'm running out of ammo. I pull out the pistol. I'm like, oh no, I need to kill. I need to kill. I need to find some people. And I was running around, and silly me, the V2 rocket was literally there the entire time. I'm such a noob. But what are you going to do? I just really didn't recognize it. It doesn't look that different than the actual glide bomb. And then right here, I thought I got it after I got that triple kill, which was ridiculous because I had actually killed the last guy with like my last bullet, and I thought that was what gave me the V2 rocket. So I was like, man, what are the odds? But I already had it, and the V2 rocket comes down. I get a nice feed here, 1 2 3 4 5 people, and we finish off the game with a V2 rocket. So a nice introduction back into Call of Duty World War II after the update. We get to watch this awesome kill cam here with the pistol with extended mags, and I would definitely recommend giving this a try. Resistance perk, do Clandestine, the PPSH with a silencer, and then the attachments, frags, and all that stuff are up to you. Like I said a million times, a little redundant, but it worked for me. I actually got 2 nukes yesterday within an hour and a half using this class setup. It always helps when you're playing a team that isn't the best, but still, if you look at my teammates' scores, they obviously got some kills, and they weren't that easy. So anyways, thank you all for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm Blitz5, and peace out.